Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day, everybody. I hope you're doing well. It's been a little hectic this morning. My little Davy the cat's not feeling well. So just send my Davy the cat some cat love energy. So good day, Gladys Queen. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Happy Friday, everybody. It was pouring down rain in New York this morning, like buckets of rain, and now there's nothing. So hopefully that continues so we can have a nice rain-free weekend. So I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP is an acronym for Spirit and Practice. Yes, Linda, because we're all about the practice, aren't we, Stacy? Yes, we're all about the practice. So we are wrapping up our persistent series. We're wrapping up our persistent series, and I want to do a little recap of the last couple of sips we've done on persistent. Hey, Vanessa, happy Friday to you. Happy Friday, Diana, to you. We're wrapping it up, y'all. We're wrapping up persistent. So, as a recap, our definition that we worked with all week is to continue steadfastly or firmly in some state in in spite of opposition. So that means no matter what, we are being persistent, steadfast, standing firmly, right? The origins of persistent is to stand firmly, permanently, not just sometimes, permanently, all the time. And so the question I've been asking this week is, what state are you firmly standing in and as? And of course, everyone's answer is their quality. Everyone is standing firmly in their quality. Right, Nan? We're standing firmly in our quality, love, joy. Yes, we are. Because we stand in the knowingness of what we want. We stand in the knowingness of what we want, Lindsay. And this spark happened from something that Julian put in the comments last week when we were doing our conviction series, saying that she was afraid, right? She didn't know because she was afraid to know, right? And so, what do we say about fear? That fear is nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's something that we can move through. And there's always information we can use with that emotion, with any of our emotions, we can use. There's something there for us to use. I see my producer tapping his ear. Does it sound like static? Yeah, I hear it. I hear it too. Let's see. Maybe I'll just unplug.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. No, so I think you need to unmute your mic. Like I can see
Okay.
that. There you go. There you go.
So you couldn't hear me that whole time?
That whole time since you unplugged your
Oh,
headphone. So I
okay.
think if you, I don't hear any static now. I think we're good. Let's rock with it.
Okay. All right. We're
Stay
going to rock
focused.
with it. Okay. All right. I see all the messages. No static now, but can't hear you. Okay, we're good. Thumbs up. We're good. All right. So, what was the last thing I said? Oh, about fear, right? That it's just information. It's just information that we can use. So, We're going to do a roll call today of our quality for sure. And before we do that, I want to share. I was digging into persistence. That's what we do when we prepare for these sips. So digging into persistence, and found this article by an organization called, and I love this name, Tracking Happiness. Trackinghappiness.com. So they have this article about how to be more persistent. So it's called 5 Ways to Be More Persistent. So I want to share these with you. So number 1, wait, guess what number 1 is? Dream big, start small. Dream big, start small, right? So they say it's important to have a vision and plan your way into achieving it. It will give you a sense of direction, but don't get too lost in trying to tackle your goals on the get-go. So yeah, we got a plan, right? We got a plan. And ultimately, what this comes down to is taking those baby steps. So let's dream big, right? What did Richard Branson say? If you don't feel a little scared, your dream is too small. Your dream is too small. So we could dream big and take baby steps. Take baby steps. And they're saying that it helps to avoid feeling overwhelmed by taking small, oh, there we go, producer, taking small tasks, doing small tasks can get us through the day, not the year, not the week, just the day, right? Why? Remember Willis Kinnear? Because life is so daily. So what we do every day, those little baby steps get us more and more and more and more. Yes, thank you, Lizzie, keeping a list for me. More and more and more connected towards our big dream. Yes? That also makes me think of the book, The Dream Giver. If you haven't read that one, it's a good one by Bruce Wilkinson. Number two, know the reason behind your goal. Know the reason behind your goal. Yes. And what does that translate to? What is ours to do? What's our part of all of this? The what and the why. And what's God's part? The how and the when, right? So they're saying know the reason behind your goal. They write, the secret to doing more is having a source of motivation. I would say having a source of inspiration. And this inspiration lies in the reasons why we're doing something in the first place. Why are you doing this? Why did you choose this quality? Right? So let's know our why and let's know our what. All right. And that also is purposeful, right? Number 3, rest. They were speaking to me when they did this one. Number 3, rest, don't quit. So what does that translate to in SIP, right? Take a pause. Take a pause. Yes? And so they write, I'm a big believer in taking conscious breaks. It is important that we allow ourselves to rest in between our attempts at conquering the world. As they say, we don't give what we don't have. So how we can persist towards our goal when we are already running low inside. So this so speaks to me, the importance of rest. We're not quitting, we're just pausing, right? To restore ourselves, to regenerate ourselves, to power ourselves back up, right? So I love that. Number 4, find different solutions to your setbacks. Find different solutions to your setbacks. So I translate that to mean if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to get the same results that you got before. And that is insanity, right? That is insanity. So if you want something different, we have to do something different. Yes, we have to do something different. And I'm trying to think of that Einstein quote about you can't resolve the problem at the same level of the problem, something like that, right? The solution is not in the same energy flow as the problem, right? So you have to do something differently, right? And sometimes the thing that we can do differently is shift our perspective. How are we looking at this, right? Just a shift in how we're holding it. Saying to ourselves, beloved God, source, help me to see this in a different way so that I can approach it in a different way and the solution will reveal itself, right? Oh, yes. So thank you. We're up to 4. Thank you, Lindsay. And yes, Nan, rest, don't quit is similar to being gentle with yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. Be gentle with yourself. And here's number 5. And this circles back somewhat to what Julian was talking about with being afraid. Number 5, don't be afraid to start again. Don't be afraid to start again. So starting again doesn't mean that you have failed. While it may take you longer to get where you want to be, it's also an opportunity to identify your mistakes and perhaps go through the process much smoother the second time around. I love that. Don't be afraid to start again. And what I would add to that is don't be afraid to start. Just start, right? Those of us who are participating in Sekou's 30-day challenge, right? You start with one day, and then the second day, and then the third day, right? We can't do 30 days in one day. We can't. So let's just start where we are. Just start where we are with exactly what we have because it is enough. It is enough. Yes, it is. So I saw I think somebody put in the Einstein quote for me. If you could find that, say cool. I thought I saw, if you still do the same thing over and over again and getting the same result is the definition of insanity written by Einstein. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you. I've seen it in different ways also, but that's the essence of it. I so appreciate that. So thank you, Lindsay, for capturing the 5 persistence steps that we can use to be persistent. Linda, I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying, Linda. We must do our work with our eyes and hearts wide open to divine guidance. Yes, 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 yes. And Bonnie, if God is the answer, what's the problem? I know that's right, Bonnie. I know that's right. If God is the answer, what is the problem? Yes, that is gangster, Bonnie. I like that. I like that. All right. Oh, you're giving it to me today. I'm loving it. And Nan said, right, and start small, which brings us back to the first point. Absolutely. 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 All right. So I think that's all I want to say about persistence. We have our marching orders, right? We are standing firmly in our quality. Firmly in our quality. We are seeing everything through the lens of our quality, not sometimes, persistently. Persistently. What would my quality do in this situation? What would my quality think in this situation? What would my quality give in this situation? Right? And we're listening. We're listening to that direction. Yes, that inner guidance. Yes. All right. So I think this is the perfect time for our roll call for our quality. I know everybody is doing their affirmation every day of their quality. They're saying it. You're saying it like you mean it, with your body, with your mind, with your soul, with your spirit, everything, right? I know you are. And and you are being, not just doing it, you're also being your quality. So when people see you, they see their quality. They see you as that quality. All right? All right. So here we go. Thank you. Now, this first person, I know she is living as her quality because I've been seeing her on social media and she is having a blissful life. Yes, she is. So, Pamela, bliss. Stacy, love, freedom, and peace. Gladys, health, prosperity, and creativity. Vanessa, abundance and freedom. Wayne, oneness, faith, harmony, and abundance. Lindsay, joyful trust with kindness. Mommy, joy and love. Diego, perfect health, wholeness, confidence, and severity. Lindsay, self-love. Ron, spiritually evolved. Bonnie, love and peace. Lovejoy, strength and compassion. Pamela, healthy and peace. Sekou, abundance, wealth, and happiness. Diana, curiosity and creativity, joy and peace. Nan, divine mind, trust, and abundance. Enmayat, peace and prosperity. Pastor Al, grace, mercy, and peace. Brian, healthy, strong, and well. Helen, joy and vibrant health. Julian, wholeness, connection, abundance, creativity, and peace. And Imaja, creativity and bliss. So if I did not say your name, you can put your quality in the comments and I will add you to our 2022 qualities list that we are committed to being and showing up as. Yes, yes. Please repeat the book you mentioned when you have a chance. The Dream Giver. The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. And it's a story about ordinary. It's a guy, or we don't know if it's a guy or a girl or boy or man or woman, whatever. But it's a story of ordinary who basically leaves the land of familiar to pursue his dream and what happens along that journey and the challenges that he has to persevere, right? Because he's persistent about being the dream that's been dreaming him all of his life. Yes, Stacy, you remember, right? Yes. I did a sermon based on the Dream Giver. So that is one of the books that I highly recommend. All right. So let's get into some joy news. Before I do that, let me introduce myself. I like to do that at least once a week. So I am Rev Melissa. I am an ordained interfaith minister. I am a licensed religious science practitioner. I'm a spiritual life coach, and I am the spiritual director and senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. And this is my ministry of joy, where I support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. So if you need support, please reach out to me. You can send me a message on Facebook and we can set up some time to talk. If this series, the Persistent series, has resonated with you and you would like to make a love donation to my ministry of joy, you can do so at Cash App or Venmo. I appreciate the generosity. Thank you so very much. So now let's get into some joy news. All right. So I mentioned we had our meditation with the moon on Wednesday night. It was wonderful. And so I just want to remind everybody that the next one will be March 18th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And that full moon is also known as the worm moon. So we'll dig into that a little bit. Just mark your calendars. We're still in February, in the flow of National Black History Month. And I had mentioned that New Thought Media Network is celebrating Black History Month with Black History Moments, a daily inspiration and prayer for racial healing. And I am participating in that. I'm doing 4 episodes this month. And so please check that out by going to New Thought Media Network. And every single day, I have learned something. So I just really would encourage everyone to check out these wonderful daily inspirations about the impact and influence that Black people have had in the world. In the world. All right. Sunday, speaking of Black History Month, we will continue to celebrate Living Life in Joy, Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So please tune in for that. Afterwards, we have Sunday in Praise at Rockland CSL, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And our theme for February is Life is Calling You. Life is calling you. Your quality is calling you. Yes. And our topic is Radical Forgiving Life. A radical forgiving life. Okay. I see you, Linda. Oh, talking about the Black History moments. Yes, Linda says she's learned something daily too. Oh, yes, co-signing. Yes, yes, it's very interesting. Someone sent me a DM about the Lone Ranger one. They was like, they just did an emoji with the mind blown thing. Mind blown. Lone Ranger, based on the life of a Black man. Awesome stuff. Some save the dates. Ooh, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we're having our visioning board gathering. All the information is available. You can go to my Facebook page and register there. Excuse me. It is 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and it will be on Zoom. And it's a love offering. So please participate. You already have one of the necessary things that you will need, and that is your quality, what your focus is for your visioning board. Okay. And it's not your typical vision board situation. Let me just say that. So it's grounded in visioning. Okay. So please participate, register now. Then March 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the Healing, Liberation, and Joy Mental Health in the Arts event that is happening at the Apollo Theater that I am participating in and representing joy. I just love that. I love saying that. I'm here to represent joy. Yes. So I am on a panel talking about joy with America's psychologist, Dr. Jeff, which is also very awesome for me. It's a free event, but you have to register. So you can go to my website. Hey, Sekou. You can go to my website. The information is there, and you can register there. Okay, so eventually everything will be populated onto my website, but this event is there now. So you could go there, revmelissa.com. Okay, revmelissa.com, and register for the Apollo event. I'm going to give like a little trailer for a class that I am developing. Oh, there it is. There it is. This is the work of my producer, of course. And it is awesome. It is awesome. And I love how that sun, I just love it. I just love it. It makes me feel so happy. Okay. So I'm giving a little teaser. The next class that I will be giving in March, we're wrapping up. Well, technically we have wrapped up our 30-day mental diet class, but we're doing a check-in on March 1st at 7 p.m. just to see how folks are doing, because we do these 30-day things, right? If it's the mental diet, if it's Sekou's challenge, we do those 30-day things. And then day 31, 32, 33, 34, we start to fall off. So we're just going to do a check-in on March 1st and see how folks are doing. So the next class that I'll be teaching is practicing the presence of abundance. Practicing the presence of abundance. And it's based on the 4 spiritual laws of prosperity by Edwin Gaines. And so I'm mentioning it now so everyone could go get the book now and be ready for the first class, which will happen mid-March, probably March 15th. Okay. And then the last save the date is May 22nd. May 22nd, I am the keynote speaker at a women's empowerment brunch that's taking place in the Poconos. I haven't been in the Poconos in eon. I don't know the last time I've been in the Poconos, but it's happening in the Pocono Summit, Pennsylvania. It's called Control Alt Delete, and that also will be on my website soon, so y'all can check that out. So lots of dates, lots of wonderful things coming up. I'm really excited. And what's so exciting for me about all of this is on my visioning board, I'll share it again next week. I have about doing more conferences. And what I have on there is that joining the largest conference for women in the world or something along those lines. But look at the increase in the activity around that already, right? So these things work, right? When we're persistent, when we're committed, when we're intentional, when we're taking those baby steps, right? When we're believing, yes, all of that is so important. So Julian's asking me to put the book. It is The Four Spiritual Laws of Prosperity by Edwene Gaines. Oh, and I have a story about this, but I'm going to put a pin in it and share it on Monday. So let me check into Sekou real quick because I missed him. I missed him. He hasn't been with me almost all week. Hey.
Hey, what's up? So great stuff, great show. Glad we got to showcase the website just a little bit, just like as a teaser. It's coming, folks. There it is. I am Rev Melissa. Wait, revmelissa.com is the URL, but I am
Yes.
Rev Melissa was right there on the screen with the sun. Yeah, so it's up, it's live. You can go there now. We're just adding more and more content. All right.
Yes.
So that's happened. And also, Lone Ranger, was I the one that told you about Bass Reeves?
Yes.
So it's funny. It just was on the news last night here in Florida, on the news. And I was like, oh, everybody's up on it now. Everybody's up on it now. They were talking about Bass Reeves and how he was the inspiration for the Lone Ranger, but they cast the Lone Ranger as white man. And yeah, it's a fantastic story. If you are just now hearing this and you haven't watched Rev Melissa's story about Bass Reeves, go watch it. Go watch it. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So
yes.
That's it. We're at 10:59. I'm gonna pop myself back out. But it's great to be back. Good to see everybody. Talk soon. Later.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody. Look at there. Sekou. Julian said it's a beautiful website. Thank you. Thank you, Julian. Yeah. So we'll be adding on, but that's a little tease. Thanks, Nan. Love the website. So cool. Thank you. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Please join me on Sunday for Living Life in Joy, celebrating Black History Month, Rockland CSL at 11:30. And we'll have our new series on Monday. So peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.